can save you from me.
Greetings, mortal. I knew you would find your way back here.
When looking at the stats and what could have been speculated for this Runewords' actual use, the stats seem to have been plagued with procs that are counterproductive to what could make this Runeword much more helpful and desired to use. I'm talking, of course, about Plague. One of the few new Runewords costing a Cham as its most costly rune, being able to be rolled in claws, daggers, and swords. From my guess, this Runeword was meant to be an intermediate between getting Infinity or Death's Web, depending on the intended use with your build. Rolling a varying +1 to 2 to all skills, varying enhanced damage roll of 220 to 320%, 20% increased attack speed, deadly strike based on character level, and 25% chance of open wounds, which is great for endgame melee use, especially against the Ubers. Where this Runeword seems to have its priorities backwards is with a major focus on poison with 2 chances to cast procs. The first being 25% chance of level 15 Poison Nova on striking, and 20% chance of level 12 lower resist when struck. Poison Nova is more of a style points and a cool looking visual. Even with the negative 23% to enemy poison resistance, that proc wouldn't be able to do enough without it literally non-stop going off. But the 20% chance to cast low resistance when struck is where this Runeword feels like a missed opportunity, because of the 2 procs, that skill should be getting casted when striking, not while waiting to be struck for it to proc, as you shouldn't have to rely on taking damage to then lower an enemy's resistance. Nobody would care for whomever they're fighting to now have low resistances if they end up dying for it to go off and now wouldn't be able to utilize it. If the skills were switched with low resistance being used when striking and Poison Nova being used when struck, this Runeword's use would increase greatly, as it would then be better utilized for poison builds. With this Runeword comes a level 13 to 17 Cleansing Aura when equipped, which is both great and can make some players save and exit in frustration. Cleansing helps with curse duration, so if Bale casts Decrepify on you, it would take seconds for it to come off until he casts it again, making survivability in certain areas much easier. However, it also reduces shrine effects on a character, and if someone uses a shrine that they need, unless you swap weapons, this would take away from what the shrine grants them very quickly. This would be great for players wanting claws with plus to lightning or death sentries to boost the skills more so than a Hodo Spirit combo could do if dual wielding claws, or further expanded on the base options later on, such as scepters for the paladin, potentially ones with plus to Fist of Heavens. This could then be a very useful Runeword. However, even with the Cleansing Aura when equipped, it can't be saved with the backwards procs for Poison Nova and lower resistance. Unfortunately for this Runeword, being that it was once considered to be in the game but never saw the light of day, now being introduced over 20 years later, and in that time having what could have been very helpful chance to cast procs to be very backwards thinking, now taking a step into the game to only take 10 steps back. Aside from also having a high cost with a low yield everywhere else, to make up for the remainder of this Runeword,